In this video, I'm going to declutter and organize my cleaning supplies that I keep in and around my kitchen area. These are things that I use to clean the whole house, except for the bathrooms. I have the bathroom cleaning supplies in the bathrooms. Everything else in the house gets cleaned with the same cleaning supplies. And I have a lot of extras that I don't use. So I'm drawing a line between what I'm going to get rid of and what I'm going to keep, because I make a lot of my own cleaners. And I really try to come at these mini resets, as I call them, these little mini projects or declutters, by choosing one category. I tend to tackle projects like this when I'm faced with them enough times that they're annoying. And on this day, I was going to clean my kitchen, and I just decided to organize and declutter my cleaning supplies in the first place, because getting them down and combing through them was irritating enough, because I have more to manage and take care of and sift through than I do actually use, need, want, or love. And I definitely do not love the smells of more than half of my cleaners. So I decided on this day to do a mini reset. This is the second mini reset that I am sharing with you. I will leave a playlist with the first one down below. The cleaning supplies are stored in the kitchen just because it's sort of the central hub of the house, and where I do the most cleaning is the kitchen. So I have my supplies under the sink, under the kitchen sink, and then in that cabinet above the pantry. It's just worked now for these past few years. So that is where I have been storing them. And then I have the cleaning tools like the vacuum and the broom, my mop, that stuff is in the hall closet. And I have bathroom cleaning supplies in the bathroom. So that's sort of where everything is centralized, where it gets used. And when I cleaned under the sink, I just pulled out all the stuff that I keep under there that I clean with. And I was thinking, and then I smelled my hand, and it smelled so gross. It smelled like a mildewy, moldy smell, which alarmed me, because I didn't even see anything under the sink when I had taken things out. And it was at the bottom of that X14 container, which I was planning on throwing away anyway, because I don't use it. But it wasn't the X14 container. It was actually a drip that's been happening in the sink. And I had so much stuff in here, I didn't see it happening. And look at that buildup. It's so disgusting. So I just rolled up the mat that I had down there, and I folded it, and I put it directly into a trash bag by itself. I just wasn't even trying to deal with it. And this is what was left underneath. I put down a container to catch the water and try to figure out where the leak specifically is coming from. This little declutter project with all of these cleaning supplies now on my counter was like a blessing in disguise, because we found that leak. But here's everything that I'm working with. Okay, I'm going to do a radical sort of declutter approach. I don't know if I've ever done it this way before. This might be a new way of decluttering for me, where I'm actually going to just decide right now that I'm decluttering all of these cleaning supplies, and then I'm going to backwards decide what I'm keeping. Sometimes I just look at all of this and I decide all the things I'm going to keep, and then I evaluate everything I didn't pick. That's called reverse decluttering. I'm actually just going to declutter everything to start. I'm going to make a sweeping decision that I do not want all of this stuff done. Then I'm going to choose what I'm pulling back to keep, because a lot of these products I just don't use anymore, because we switched to more of a non-toxic choice. Some of the cleaners that I chose, I just don't like the smells. I'm going to move everything to one side of the counter as the declutter pile, and then I'm going to decide what to pull back to keep. Something different. Okay, it's a different way of coming to those decisions. As I started to take everything out of the bins and put it on the counter, I realized I really wanted to share something with you. Lately, my learning obsession is about low and non-toxic swaps for our kitchen and our bathroom specifically. I've definitely hovered around the interest over the years, but now I'm diving in deep and swapping things out and making intentional choices about things in the kitchen and the bathroom. And this is sort of a new thing I'm sharing with you if you've been around here for a while. So that's something I'm currently learning. I'm loving watching The Wheel of Time with my husband right now. I usually am reading 2 books, one nonfiction and one fiction. My nonfiction right now is Raising a Kid Who Can, and my fiction is The Hanging City by Charlie Holmberg. I loved that. She's actually written several books. This is the first one I read by her, and I'll definitely be reading more from her. I have moved everything to the one side of the counter, and this is my declutter pile. I've made the decision. I'm getting rid of everything. Now I'm going to intentionally decide from this declutter pile what I'm going to pull back into the house. Okay, the first keep decisions are going to be very easy for me. All the ingredients that I use for any of my non-toxic DIY homemade cleaner recipes, that's all going to come back. That's easy. It's really just those. Water, vinegar, castile soap, 3% hydrogen peroxide, which I use for sanitizing the counters after I clean. I just took the cap off and put a spray nozzle on, and that's what I use to sanitize after I clean. And then isopropyl alcohol for a couple of the recipes that I do. Okay, this is the power paste. It's non-toxic. It says non-toxic. 3 of us in the house have asthma now. My daughter and I have had it diagnosed with it now 6 years. My son was just diagnosed with it a couple months ago. I am trying to get rid of things that may aggravate our asthma. Some of these chemicals, when I clean with them, I am coughing. I can't, it immediately activates how I breathe and causes me to struggle with. So those are going to just immediately go to the garbage. They're partially used. I don't want someone else to have them. I'm just going to throw them away. It's not my favorite choice to put things into the garbage, but sometimes that's where things need to go when you're getting rid of them from your life. So I'm going to keep this power paste. This has never irritated me. It's great to clean the stovetop. Easy off oven cleaner. I'm probably going to throw this one. No, we're deciding what we're keeping. Okay, the dog shampoo. We'll keep that. Baking soda. That's another one of my DIY cleaners. Okay, and now all my bottles. Usually just make myself a small little recipe to use for the week. I'm getting a lot distracted. Okay, these are my dishwasher tabs. These are non-toxic. Drops is the brand. And I get the lemon scented ones. These are Keep. Okay, so I've decluttered all of that. This has been decluttered. These are not, this is staying in my life. Let's draw a line. Cleaning rags, cleaning apron. That's gonna stay. Spray bottles. Okay. All right. This is my Scrub Mommy. This is my new one. My old one got pretty dingy. The Scrub Mommy I use to clean windows, which is soap and water, and then I go over it with my window spray for the streaks at the end. But that way it deep cleans the windows, especially outside, because there's just so much pollen, dirt, etc. So that's what I do with my windows. So I'm going to keep that tool. Okay. This is an empty box. Okay. All right, there's the line. Keep, declutter. I'm just living with it for a moment. And I'm actively looking at anything here and I'm like, you know what? I have a non-toxic solution that is better for the asthmatics in this house for all the things that these cleaners solve. So let me be specific. This, I felt like I was choking when I used this. This is so recommended in like the cleaning influencers that I follow. This is so recommended. I used it one time. It works well. It works great. I had to open the window. I was coughing. I was like, this is terrible. It's so chemically, it smells so many chemicals. It just smells. It stinks. So these are done. I'm also going to throw away Easy Off. It worked great, but holy cow, it burned my fingers. It says wear gloves. I should have worn gloves. It burned my fingertips, like hurt. And it also smelled and in a way that I was not comfortable. So this is garbage too. Okay, I'm starting to make a trash pile. All right, these are dishwasher cleaner tablets. I just use, I just deep clean with a scrub brush on the filter part and then do a cup of vinegar, maybe a couple of drops of essential oil maybe, and but usually just vinegar, and just run a cycle. And then I do baking soda on the bottom and run a cycle, and it's deep cleaned. This, I don't need, I've already decluttered it. I'm not making an active decision to pull it back into my house. I have already chosen to declutter it. Brillos, I don't use Brillos. I don't know, I just soak the pan and then scrub it with the brush, but Andy likes these. I don't like these. I don't like how they smell. I don't like how they make my hands feel. I don't even see ingredients. Trash. I've chosen to declutter. I don't need to choose it back. So trash, trash, trash. I bought these, I haven't used them yet. So I have 3 things that I've never used. These cleaning sponges, you can get them wet, but the idea behind these is they're great for like baseboards and the tracks of windows and doors. Let me open it up and I'll show it to you. Oh, I don't like the smell. And it's wet. It was in the cabinet up there, so it's wet. Why is it pre-moistened? And I don't like the smell. That was a waste of money. Another thing I haven't used before is I got this screen shine and it came with its own special cloth. I'm just gonna smell it. Gosh, everything that's like, I'm just so off put by that smell. That's trash too. I might keep the cloth though. My last thing is this foaming wall cleaner. I've seen this so often on Instagram that I bought it. I don't know why I bought 2. It was probably a 2 for 1. I have never tried it, but my walls are dirty and I need to find a solution. I have a microfiber cloth that I could use. I could probably just use my Castile soap and water. It's what I use to clean pretty much everything. So I'm gonna spray it and see what it smells like. It's foaming. That's a no. That's a no. Okay, so we've got the line. Trash, keep. Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to go through them all.
So now let me show you this under the sink because there's a problem. The sewer drain.
I can see exactly where it's dripping. It's from that.
That didn't take long,
From that
Andy.
right
I did
there.
that like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a project of mine to fix. This is an easy fix. I can do this no problem.
You can fix this? Okay.
I want to put in better support along the edges. I want to clean out all that crap that's built up back there. It's
Yeah.
all probably rotten stuff.
Yeah.
And do it right. And then I'll probably take like, it's probably like the only thing that Flex Seal is good for, but I'll probably do that to treat it. Or maybe there's probably better treatment for it. But to seal it all up, to stop any mold or mildew or whatever's down there before I put the new board in.
Okay.
And then as long as the leak in the sewer is stopped also, then this will be a clean cabinet forever.
Do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I have absolutely no memory of doing what I'm about to do, and there's no music playing. There might have been something on the television that maybe I was drumming to, but I am in my own world, just drumming and dancing away while I'm doing this. I made an everyday cleaner bag. This is everything that I clean with. I really don't clean with anything else. This is the new thing. I usually dry dust, but I found a dusting spray recipe that I'd like to try and see if it minimizes, or at least works better than dry dusting. It's just something when you're asthmatic, it helps. Okay, I have my all-purpose cleaner, which I toggle between a bunch of different recipes, but this one right now just has Castile soap and water. I've been using this sheet for a little while. Who's it from? They're nerdyfarmwife.com. So natural cleaning recipes cheat sheet, and you can see I added my own cheats that I use. This book that I pull a lot of recipes from too, Simply Living Well. Okay. This is the glass cleaner. So I have nothing in my glass and dust right now because I'm not cleaning today, so I'm just not making the cleaner. All purpose, I clean everything with this. Stainless steel, same thing. It's empty right now. I'll just make it when I go to clean the kitchen. And then my hydrogen peroxide spray for sanitizing after I've actually just cleaned up the surfaces. So this is my everyday clean bin. This is what I use to clean the whole house. These are the materials. It replaces all of this that I was using it for. This wound up being like tools and stuff to make the recipes. Other things that I need are cornstarch, lemons, essential oils, that kind of stuff. And then this is my kitchen sink recipe bin. That the recipe I use to clean the kitchen sink: baking soda, castile soap, hydrogen peroxide, and essential oils. Whichever ones I have at the time. I usually choose a citrus smell. I was going to store that under here because I clean the kitchen sink several times a week. So that's what I use. I was just going to make it proximity-wise easy for me. Another big one I use all the time is vinegar. We buy these from Sam and Costco because I just use it for laundry, for cleaning, everything. So I'm just going to put it here. Okay, here's where we landed for now. I am going to redo this cabinet once Andy pulls the bottom out and just throws all the wood and whatever this is and redoes the base. Then I'll reorganize this. But for now, this will work for me. And I have that there to catch the drip. And this is where it ended up. It's perfect. With room, extra space, open space. I have all my daily sprays right there with an extra bottle. And then I have the supplies to make the sprays and my microfiber cloths. That's awesome. And then this is everything that I'm gonna throw out. Yeah, okay. I had forgotten to stop recording myself, and so you're witnessing it in action. That is my sprays bin that I made for myself. So this is just my all-purpose cleaner that I use to just get the dirt and whatever was on top of the counter from this project. I just wiped all that off first. And then I switched to the hydrogen peroxide spray to sanitize. And I just set myself a timer for 10 minutes to let it dwell and kill all the viruses that a 3% hydrogen peroxide spray will kill. I loved that I didn't know that I was recording because I got to capture this moment with us and Jack just kind of chatting. It's so nice when you have 3 kids that you get that one-on-one time and just really get to soak up all those moments with them. So I really enjoy you being here with me today and sharing all of your time with me by watching this video. I hope you are doing well, and I will see you in the next video. Here is part 1 of the mini resets. I had tackled my bathroom cabinet and bathroom drawer in our primary bath because it was bugging me on that day. And that's how I get things done with mini resets. Just one category, one drawer, one day at a time. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.